we can get anybody else in here. That's not good. Here we go. If you're here, let me know. And let me know if you can hear me okay. I know since my mic is packed away, sometimes the volume isn't the greatest. And of course, notifications haven't been the greatest either. Some people are just getting the notification now that I was live yesterday. And I'll talk a little bit about the crap that YouTube's trying to pull. So let me know if you're here and if you can hear me and if you got the notification. Coming up on a minute. This is like that awkward silence, like when you first meet somebody new, isn't it? I hate it. But hopefully YouTube doesn't play too much with me today. Of course, you never know. So just adjust my chat settings. You would think they would make them automatic for the content creators to be automatically in live chat for all messages, but of course the default is top chat, which I don't even know why they even have that. It's stupid. So much about it is stupid. So it looks like there's one person here. Can you hear me okay? Are you just lurking? That's okay too. So I guess I'll start. Oh, that person's gone too. But anyway, so for those on the replay, I don't want to keep you hanging on here while I just like talk to myself. But yesterday, right after the live stream, I had a local friend, call me to tell me about the horrible conditions in our local emergency room. Now, if you were on yesterday's live stream or if you want to go back and check it out, I talked at length about how the supply shortages are already affecting people that I know. My husband had to take his stress test, his medically induced stress test early because they were going to be out of the medication. And then he was actually their last dose, and they didn't know when or if they're going to get any more of that like medication that they use to induce stress tests in. So there was that. And then my stepfather has to have like it's like a, it's an operation, but it's like minimally invasive. And it like goes in through the veins in the groin and it like cleans off the walls in the heart. And they said that because of the IV bag shortage, they were only doing like immediate life-saving and trauma cases, that they weren't doing anything that could be put off because of, you know, the IV shortage created by the hurricane. So hi, Matthias, welcome. Good to have you here. So so there's that. And so my friend called me yesterday after the live stream, and you know, she had heard me talking about those shortages and how they've affected people that I know, and she wanted to tell me about her husband's trip to our local emergency room this week. Now mind you, this is um yeah, if there's any moderators watching, can you take care of this for me? Anyway, so basically what she said was they were in our local hey Demon Bro. They were in our local emergency room. Now this is the emergency room of our local emergency and trauma center. We have two local hospitals. One is smaller, they're still good, but like all of our trauma cases and our major cases all go to this big hospital where she was at. And they recently had like a multi-hundred million of dollars, you know, renovation and upgrades and all of these, you know, government grants and investor money. And like it was just this huge multi-year project with like this huge uh new emergency room upgrade and everything else. She said that that room was totally packed, wall to wall with people. Of course, most of them, it wasn't an emergency. It's just that people are too lazy to go to our numerous multiple walk-ins. There's a they call it the boo-boo bus when people call the ambulance for things that aren't 100% necessary. Um, because their insurance will cover it. It's, taxpayer funded insurance. Um, and he was in there for so many hours with something that could have potentially been life threatening, especially with his um, medical history. And it got to the point where he was in there for so long. And I mean, we're talking like, I forget how many hours she said, but it wasn't your usual like 4 to 6 hour emergency room, right? It was, it was like, I want to say like 10 hours. He finally went home, got something to eat, and then went back. And it was like an hour or two later that they finally called him back. And the medical staff were absolutely rude, nasty, short. He didn't get an emergency room. Like they had people out in the hallways. So there was no privacy, no patient confidentiality, nothing. So, I mean, my main question is with this, huge expansion that they did, why aren't there enough emergency room beds to handle our local population? Are there that many new people in the area? Because I know we have them. I mean, we have whole motels that have been rented out to house these, new people. And so is it that much of a strain on our brand new medical facility that we don't have enough emergency room beds and people are waiting a full day to be seen? I mean, this is absolutely freaking ridiculous. And what's so disappointing about this is that is it what I heard about the quality of care that he received and the attitudes of the healthcare staff at this facility, especially because this is the same facility where I just had my spinal surgery and where I had my cervical replacements last year. And up on the med surg floor where I was, I mean, the staff was amazing. You could tell that they were well taken care of. You could tell that they loved their jobs. They were totally dedicated to giving like the absolute best care. And this is the same hospital and just a different floor. And people are being treated like it's a third world emergency room. And that is just so disappointing because this expansion was supposed to be such a great thing for our area. And it really hasn't, benefited anybody at all, as far as I can see. And that's really sad. The only advice I had for her was that if something like this happens again, given his medical history, was to call the ambulance. Because if you go in by ambulance, they're going to see you right away. They're going to get you in and, you're going to probably get more urgent care. I don't recommend that for every little thing going on. I mean, obviously, I'm a take care of it yourself kind of person. But if you're having the kind of problems that he had and you have the kind of medical history that he has, call the damn ambulance. Hey, Tuck, how are you? So anyway, that's my soapbox for the day. Tuck, I was just talking about the sorry state of our local healthcare system. If you want to go back and check it on the replay. Can you hear me okay though, Tuck? I've only got my son in here and somebody who, oh, thanks, Hunter. Tuck, can you see Hunter out, please? Yeah, thanks, Tuck. So anyway, so there's that. There's the good news from yesterday. I'm really excited to be back talking to everybody again. YouTube actually was messing with my channel yesterday after the live, and I know I was live and I know notifications went out because I actually had subscribers and new people in here. But at some point, either during the live or right after, they went in and they made all of my previous lives, including the one yesterday, all private. So there was no live tab on my channel. People couldn't see it. They weren't getting notifications that there had been a live. It was a real mess. So I tried to change it on my phone and it wouldn't let me, which is real bullshit because usually you can change that stuff on your phone. Wouldn't let me change it on my phone. I actually had to go into my laptop and change it in YouTube Studio on my laptop. It wouldn't even let me change it on YouTube Studio in my phone. So that was a whole big, you know, bullshit fiasco. I'm not sure why they're trying to keep me down so bad. It's not like I'm a huge channel. It's not like I'm controversial. They started this back when I got over 1,000 subscribers, and I was going to start to be eligible to be monetized once I had enough viewing hours. And that was when Pinball had mentioned me on his channel, and I exploded overnight. And then starting 3 days after, they started taking them right away, and I've been stuck between 860 and 880 ever since. So hopefully that changes eventually, but I'm not really worried about becoming monetized. What I do want to do this for is I want to educate and inform people and help them to be more self-sufficient and better prepared and know what's going on in the world. So once we get the new house in, which will be before December 1st, fingers crossed, I already have my plan for how my studio corner is going to be set up, and I have everything that I think I'm going to need in my Amazon cart. I do have to get some more advice from Hudson Valley Prepping and Survival and the Livingston Man on if this is the right stuff, and maybe on how to set it up and how to do things better. I did want to announce I do have a winner for the intro and outro contest. Pennsylvania Preparedness put together an awesome intro, and I absolutely love it. But it was after he made that I created the theme song. So he is working on that, tweaking that so that he can put the theme song to the intro that he made. And I'm really excited for that. So as soon as I can get the mead dug out, because everything's packed away, and get that shipped off to him, he'll have that. And I'm really excited for it. I'm excited to start bringing some quality content, because I don't like to do things half-assed. And obviously this has all been a learning experience, and I've kind of oh yeah, 50 proof of YouTube admin stalking content creators, huh? That's lovely. Well, luckily I'm not stalkable, so, well, I mean, I'm stalkable, but I'm not like prime stalking material. I'll leave that to the younger girls. Yeah, so I want to get good at this. I want to do a good job, and I want to, bring lots of good information and knowledge to people. So if there's anything that anybody would like to see information on, let me know. I don't want to say I'm a master of everything, but I've been homesteading and prepping for a really long time, longer than most. So, throw it out there. And if I don't know, I'll find out, or I'll find another expert to come on and to help you with that. My best friend is a master gardener, so if there's something I don't know about gardening, I'll find out from her. If she doesn't know it, she has, people that have been master gardeners for longer that she can go to. So we all have something to gain from this community, and I hope we all do. So anybody have anything to bring up, to mention? New stuff going on, questions? If not, I'm going to cut this one short. So finding land for po folks. I hear you there. And honestly, Tuck, there's I don't know about your area, but in our area sometimes you will find like a rent to own kind of deal for people. There's certain areas that they will like pay people to go out and live in their communities. A lot of that's out west and out north. Alaska, I believe, pays people to go up there, but that is a really hard life, especially if you're disabled. But they, as far as I know, they still do have land grants. So, I mean, it's out there. A lot of the people that are willing to do like private like mortgages and stuff are people that like have like that are like farmers and stuff like that. I know there's a lot of places in the Adirondacks that say they'll do owner financing on like 3 to 5 acres in the Adirondacks for like, five to $10,000 down. I know when you're living on a fixed income, getting that $5 to $10,000 is hard, but I mean there are opportunities out there. So, I mean, our place when we found it, um, I still had a bunch of stuff on my credit report from my divorce and from medical bills. And my husband, was self-employed, and that record keeping is a little difficult to get. So we actually got a private mortgage for this place. I cashed out the retirement that I had for a down payment, and then we did a mortgage and we had it paid off in 9 years. And that's one of the main reasons that we don't want to leave this land, aside from the fact that we love the area that we're in, and that we love that we have a mix of fields and woods, and we have an awesome well. Um, it's paid off, and at our ages, who wants to go into debt for a mortgage, for who knows how long? It's being in debt is something that just doesn't appeal to us, even for land. So we got that. It's paid off, and this new house is going to take every bit that we've gotten from our insurance company, and who knows how long it's going to be till we see anything from the farmer's insurance company. But at least we'll have a roof over our heads, and we can replace stuff later or as we go. But yeah, we're not going into debt for anybody. Just not happening, especially with the economy the way it is. Who needs somebody calling that in, once it gets sold, or jacking up interest rates? Not us. So, anything else? Anyone? No? Okay. Well, I'm gonna sign off for today, but I wanted to let everybody know about like what's going on with the medical stuff. And I really think because this facility is really well known for its quality of care and for its excellent emergency room staff. And I really think that the problem with it is probably that they're overworked and sick of seeing people in here for the same things that aren't emergencies. And, you know, just having that many people in the waiting room will put a lot of stress on people too. So I know they're well paid, but you do get really disheartened when you're in the medical field and you see the same crap and the same politics, and you're not getting to take care of the patients that really need your care. So on one hand, I don't blame them, but on the other hand, it's like sometimes you got to fake it till you make it, and they really should be making the best of the situation, and they're clearly not. So if anybody that works there you know is seeing this, do better, or tell somebody else to do better. Bring them a donut and say, hey, give your best care today, because, people that need it clearly aren't getting it, and the people that are getting it probably aren't the ones who need it. So, anyway, that's about it for today. I'll talk to y'all later. I'm hoping to do some more frequent lives now that I'm kind of out of my funk and my back is feeling better, and we have a house coming, and yeah. So any questions, email me at southerntierprepper@gmail.com, or check out my Facebook page. Please like, subscribe, and share, and don't forget to do your research and prep on.